Hey, what's up guys? It's Impulse here, and this is Limitless Gaming, and I'm going to be reviewing 13 Reasons Why. This Netflix series is based off the 2007 book by Jay Asher. This show stars Dylan Minnette as the main character Clay Jensen, and Katherine Langford as Hannah Baker. The series takes place 2 weeks after Hannah Baker took her own life because she was bullied in and out of school. Clay finds a box on his porch, and there are 13 cassette tapes in it which were made by Hannah. And she explains the 13 reasons why she decided to commit suicide. And Clay tries to solve the mystery of what happened to her. First off, the performances in this series are phenomenal. They feel so real. Everyone's fantastic, especially Dylan Minnette and Katherine Langford. This is the best performance I've seen from Dylan Minnette so far. He's an awesome actor. I hope to see him in more things. This show is 13 episodes long. Every episode is one cassette tape, and I thought that was really clever. It gives time to flesh out the story of every tape. This series is extremely depressing, graphic, and emotional. It's one of the most depressing things I've ever watched. There's 3 graphic content warnings at the beginning of 3 different episodes. They show every graphic detail. They don't pan away or go to the next scene. They just show it. It can be very hard to watch sometimes because it can get really disturbing. When Clay listens to the tapes, it shows Hannah in flashbacks and the story of what happened to her in the tapes. The things that happened to Hannah are horrible, disturbing, and unimaginable. She was harassed and bullied. There's a lot of very messed up things that happened to her. Another thing they did that I thought was really clever is when they flashbacked to some of the scenes with Hannah. The color of the scenes is brighter and happier, meaning things were better when she was alive. And when it goes back to present, the scenes are much more depressing, darker, and somber. When I first watched the show, I was instantly hooked. I couldn't stop watching. I kept on wanting to know what happens on the next tape and the story behind the tape. The mystery aspect of the series was also very intriguing when Clay was trying to get more information from people and him looking for clues. I was invested throughout the whole show. I didn't think there was one dull or boring part throughout the whole series. I was interested and intrigued the whole time. This show is also very relatable, especially for me because the main character is 17 and a junior, just like me. I think everyone will find this show very relatable too. This show is very suspenseful and intense. I was glued to the screen the whole time. All the characters in this show were awesome. They had a lot of depth, and they were fleshed out really well. This series is a good reminder that bullying can lead to suicide. A person should never feel like they have to do something like that. The structure of each episode was great. This is a really powerful show. It has a really good message. Certain scenes in this series are going to stick with me for a very long time. This show also made me really want to read the book. I'm going to get it as soon as I can. This show was done so well, and it's really well developed. There's a lot of different viewpoints from all the characters. There's talk about a possible second season. Part of me doesn't want it to happen because season 1 ended at such a high note. But if it's going to be as good as the first season, then I really want it to happen. Another thing I thought was really interesting is that Selena Gomez was a big reason this show was made. There was supposed to be a movie as her playing Hannah Baker, but Netflix picked up the rights and she became the executive producer of the show. When I first watched the series, I was just looking for something to watch and was expecting it to be good. But I got much more than that. I love this show. It's one of the best shows I've ever watched. I highly recommend this show. It's a must watch. I'm going to give 13 Reasons Why an A+. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. See you next time.